How close did I sound? Close? Not close? No? It's an audio pod, huh?
I know. I'm saying.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, you already started?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
shit.
fuck? Do you need to put the mic over here?
Sorry. It's my first episode.
Yeah, obviously. Welcome back to the Porta Poddy podcast. This is episode number 1. Actually, let's redo this. Hello, guys. This is our new podcast. This is the Carmen and Ruben show, head ass. Episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck out of here. We ain't doing that shit. I didn't sign up for that.
I don't think they can handle this. The mic's saying not today. You're not allowed to. Whoa. Okay. That's fine.
You're on bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I wasn't ready. My mic is on bullshit.
You're on bullshit.
My mic is.
You can't get it together. Can't get right.
So what else is new?
This episode, I guess. Canelo fight weekend. It's about to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Whoop, whoop.
My boy about to put the beats on Charlo. You feel me?
Pause.
But
Pause.
you know,
Not pause like you said something weird, but his pause.
oh, I was like, yeah, I kind of put the beat. Anyways,
Yeah. I mean, because was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Gabby 2 times was like, "Mom, put the paws away, calm down." And I sent her like a little thing that said like these cat fights or whatever.
hey you.
Because the ladies at work, they went and got themselves some amongst themselves over there in their little corner. They got each other some cute decorations for their desk.
They bought each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Hold
not
on, let me intro the pod. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Porta Poddy podcast. This is episode 94. I had got it wrong on 92. That episode was like completely shit. Like it embodied the shit show. Like the video, the audio was off.
Yeah.
Like the fucking when I was trying to show the screen, the videos and shit, that shit was fucking up.
Shit happened.
Tim shit was fucking up. Like, it was
Not the one for people to share.
It was just crazy. I mean, share it if you want. Share at your own risk.
Share if
you don't want to see us succeed, I guess.
Share the channel. How about that? Let them pick one.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. But yeah, they left me out. So that's why I took my own decorations and then went way overboard.
Well, they've known each other longer. You just got there.
No.
Yeah.
No, one of them started the same week I started.
Oh. Well, then you're not around them.
I'm not around them. That's fine. I really did not get my feelings hurt, but you know me and decorations. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my desk is now decorated.
You're a decoration whore.
Wow.
This is your time of year.
It is because it's Halloween. Then we got Thanksgiving, and then we got Christmas, and then we got New Year's. Then we got Valentine's Day.
God. No,
and then
I put
Patrick's
the
Day.
no, fuck that. I put the brakes on somewhere around after New Year's. I'm like, bro, take down all the fucking Christmas shit. Get the fucking horns and hats the fuck out of here. All the streamers and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Pack it up.
Honey,
It's over. Wrap it up.
I let you leave your hats everywhere. Can I have decorations?
I'm just decorationed out by that fucking time.
I'm really upset that I had to like take all my stuff down out of the yard, only to put it right back out because of that stupid storm.
Yeah.
That was very
And
inconvenient.
it was some bullshit because that shit just like blew through and like
Yeah.
45 minutes later it was over.
The wolf was trying to blow down the house and he couldn't do it, and so then he.
And blew down the fucking fence.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, but we fixed that.
We did that. Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
Teamwork.
Let's get it.
We did it. Yay.
We did do that.
Without There's a little bit
damn it.
there was a little bit of snipping, but we didn't no blood was drawn. We didn't argue. We didn't argue. We just kind of like
Stop the cap.
We just you kind of
We were snapping at each other.
little snapping, like snapping turtles. But there was no actual like claws coming out. I'm very proud of us. We got it done quick. We got it done quickly
And efficient.
and it's still up.
I had to bark some orders because you're so used to like just taking the lead with everything.
And I sat down. Well, not sat down, but like I took the back seat.
Yeah. But I'm just, like, can I finish my
sorry.
story or are you just going to step all over me? You're trying to take the lead again.
Sorry.
You want me to yell at you?
Hey!
Yeah, so I just had to bark at you like, bro, like, follow my directions. You can't lead this one. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'll take a portion of what the fuck you got to say into account and then, you know what I'm saying?
You
Let me
didn't
do
take
my
anything I had to say.
Yes, I did. The poll and the post in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
You did.
shut up and let me lead.
Shut up, Mimo.
God damn.
Where is that one? Can you just play it just so that way I can hear Mimo's name?
Oh my God.
This kid of ours, I swear.
Shut up, Mimo. I wish you would talk right now. Shit. So the kid has not written other than that one letter that we got. And yeah, he has the means to do it and he just does it.
Radio silence. He better be acing everything.
Yeah, and you know how Mimo is. He's just like
So focused and one-track mind.
Yeah, he's one-track minded. He can't do fucking... he can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. He has to choose one or the other. But he can. He just... The way he wants to, like, go about things is in a robotic manner. Like, he has to be steady focused on this shit because I want to do this one thing the best way that I can. You know what I'm saying?
But drop your mom a fucking note.
Yeah.
Hi. Like, literally write hi on a piece of paper and send that back to me.
Yeah. So that was in my last letter. That's what I just wrote him. I was like, you know, this nail biting shit is like for the birds. I was like, you got your mom fucking scrolling on goddamn Facebook in this fucking group driving me goddamn nuts because I'm trying not to think about the shit and then I'm just not trying to be rude to you and say like, shut the fuck up because I like it's making me
anxious.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, moms are posting this and moms are posting that and fine, like I'm not telling you like to shut the fuck up. We're going through this together, but it's like this is why I'm not on Facebook because I don't want to deal with that shit.
But I did find out why.
But I'm dealing with the shit any goddamn way.
But I did find out why that kid got to call home. Apparently, whatever his MOS is, they're trying to get his clearance passed or whatever, and she left off a phone number, so he had to call home and get the number. I was like, "Fuck, man, lesson learned." So the kid goes off to the military,
trying to brag about, trying to brag about she got a call, stupid ass because you fucked up. It's probably that cybersecurity shit.
But I should have fucked up. I should have left something off on purpose so he'd have to call me. Damn it. No, just kidding. But that's why she got a call.
You know, sometimes it's better off that he don't, you know, he don't communicate because it might, you know, drag him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe him just being able to read and know that we still give a fuck or we're rooting for him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if he got to writing too much, then he would get in his head, or you know,
my fear was that he wasn't getting my handwritten letters because, like, maybe I don't know, something was happening, right? So he thinks that he's only got 3 letters from me when really he's gotten like 43.
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, he's only been gone for like what 5 weeks?
6.
1, 2, 3.
He's on week 5 of training, and then there was he's 6 weeks.
So like. Jesus.
Yeah.
Roll like 2 a day?
1 a day. 1 a day.
That's not, that math ain't mathing.
I don't know the exact numbers. I just said a number. Like, I'm just saying, like, shit. We got literal and shit. Golly.
Because I know you're not writing on the weekend, so.
No, Monday through Friday.
These are 5, you know what I mean?
Monday through Friday, yeah.
That's 30 letters, and you said 40 something. So.
43. I was exaggerating. I was not. Oh my god.
I don't think you're exaggerating.
I'm not. I mean, I am.
Yeah, you're not. I know.
I'm exaggerating.
So, but then I got to thinking too, and this is not to say this to like get y'all to stop writing. Just expect to probably not get a letter back from him, and if you do, then be happy that you get one. You know what I'm saying?
We're not getting them.
But he's blessed enough to have like an abundance of people that support him and want to see him succeed in this shit. So I'd assume that he's getting not only our shit, and obviously you're writing 5,000 letters a day.
See, now you're worse than me.
Me?
Your exaggeration is worse.
Okay.
I said 43. You said 5,000.
5,001 letters a month, and he's also getting the letters from
other
people.
What I'm
saying, mamas, and just one other person in this house, obviously, because Jerry not gonna fucking write a letter.
Jerry cannot figure out what to say. I ask him, "What do you mean include?" He's like,
It is kind of difficult to fucking speak. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to say the right thing. You don't want to lead him down the, oh damn, I'm worried about home path, and then you know what I'm saying. Something that you could say could like trigger him, right? So then you don't want to seem like you're having too much fucking fun without him. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, oh well, they don't even really fuck with me. Like they're more happy like when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like very touch and go whenever, so I could see how someone his age would have a difficult time navigating that path to figure out how and what to say to him.
Yeah.
Because I have a issue. Because I'll type that shit out, because I'm only doing on the sandbox shit. So I'm not writing physical letters.
And I'm doing both. So there are more because I do the sandbox as well.
So when I think of something, I'll just type it in there and then keep going. You know what I'm saying? I get in there, type it in there. Even if it's just a thought, and then I piece the shit together. That's how I used to write like my raps. So I'll come up with a line and I'll just put it, and then I'll fill in the gaps and then place it wherever the fuck it needs to go to make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of like write the letter like that.
That's kind of how you think anyway.
But then it is. But then I go back and I'll like, I can't say this, or maybe I should say it this way.
I've actually torn out a paper and been like, no, I should not tell him that. Then I have to rewrite everything except for that part.
I feel like some of those thoughts are like for later on, or even maybe after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I didn't tell him about the fence because I didn't want him to be like, oh my gosh, like not that he would worry about the fence, but like I didn't tell him that kind of stuff.
I mean, but it's like, again, it's the way you say it about the fence. You know what I'm saying? I could be like, yeah, bro, it was fucking, you know how it storms over here, it comes through and it'll storm for like fucking 30, 45 minutes and then it's over.
Yeah.
Well, this shit didn't even fucking rain. It just blew down the goddamn fence.
Yeah.
And then me and your mom had to go out there and fix it, and we got it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess now after
Put
the
in
fact,
work.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I'm writing them every day, like as shit's happening, and I left that part out.
Yeah, so that's even more difficult too, because you're trying to day by day that shit, and it's not like like something's happening, and then you give the update on the next shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I only mail them off like maybe twice a week. Sometimes it's only once a week. I combine all of them into one envelope and then mail them off, so he can read them however. And I always because some of them will just cut off. Because, like, I'll get sidetracked at work or whatever, and I just...
Hello, Mo! Your mom wrote a book again. Nah, but like I was saying...
But he could have
like,
wrote us, and it's just taking 2 weeks
to my point, I'm saying, like, just in this house alone, he's getting... I know my shit is kind of long.
Yeah, 3.
But I'm also sending, like... The majority of my shit is, like, updates on sports. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys, Seahawks shit, then boxing and UFC. Like, that's a major portion of my shit. And then, like, I'll say a few things. Like, so this last one, I was like, what's up? I hope you're doing well. I see you had a hard week this week. Hopefully you're having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't too much on you. Stay, grinding for it. You know what I'm saying? Remember what you're there for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're setting up your life, blah, 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 shit like that. And then I said, like, write your mom, even if you're gonna fucking just, write, hey guys, I'm doing okay. I killed it on my like swim test or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to doing more. I'm okay though. See y'all soon. Or write back next week or whatever the fuck. Just like a little something small. That way, because you're making me more fucking, tripped out about the shit, not hearing from them than anything, because you're scrolling down this. This is why the fuck I got off social media in the first fucking place. And then with me worrying about my son, and there's nothing that I could fucking do.
Yeah.
Zero that I can do. So I have to fucking sit here and twiddle my thumbs, sit on my hands, and with my overactive ass mind, it doesn't work. That shit doesn't work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get into it with you because I know that you're fucking going through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And we just handled shit in two different manners. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, I don't want to like stop you from fucking telling me shit, but at the same time, this is why I'm not in the fucking groups. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like,
that's why I even asked. I was like, do y'all even want me to send these? Because like I'm gonna look at them.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but I just mind I know you're fucking feeling a way about like not getting a letter, and I got 2 letters this week or whatever the fuck these ladies are saying in there. I got a phone call, and so that's why I'm asking you. Well, what the fuck are they saying that they're doing like? To earn these fucking phone calls, and why the fuck is my son not earning a goddamn phone call? Like, what the fuck is going on? Either he's doing exceptionally well and just doesn't want to call home, or he's not doing well at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's not getting a call.
Yeah.
And then turns out that it's not even any of that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like running my brain for no fucking reason.
I'll ask him every time, like, so how did your kid get to call home? Oh, he earned it. Okay, like how? How did he earn it? Like, was he snitching on somebody and he got him a call? Like, how did he earn this call? Like, I need to know what my son's not willing to do and yours is. Let me know that.
I mean, I really don't give a fuck what their kid is willing to do or not willing to do.
But I don't think their kid's actually doing anything. I think they're having to call home for other reasons, and they're just not wanting to say that. But whatever. But
that's what that's the whole fucking keeping up with the Joneses, and we don't even know these fucking people. Yeah. Like, they're probably, you know what I'm saying, not even in our same vein at all.
Like, I didn't even go in there and post when we did get his letter. I didn't go in there and post, oh, my God, my son's letter today. I didn't do that. They will. Like, most of all of them will. They'll say,
I would think, like, you would only use that shit if you had, like, a question. Like, you had the question about the protein bars. Like, that's something that you would go in there and be like, hey, does anybody know? Answer that. Right. Nobody wants to answer anything important. That's why nothing is good on Facebook, bro. Yeah. There's absolutely shit good on Facebook. The
only thing that I like is that they give this is what they're doing today. That is why I go on.
But you can get that off of that site.
I mean, yes, but they give more detail, and there's more that they're adding. But yeah.
Anyways, that part don't bother me. Like, I mean, because
you just don't want to hear the extra shit.
We kind of get the gist of what the fuck is going on with the Matrix thing that we have.
Yeah.
And then, just expounding on what the fuck is going on when you send, the paragraph or whatever the fuck they're explaining about what they're doing and shit. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't got no problem with that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be like, all right, yeah, because, you know what I'm saying, say a quick prayer for him. Like, he's got this going on. Give him the strength, blah, 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 But anyway, so the rest of my letter, too, is like, I'll send him quotes or Bible verses, and, you know what I'm saying, things like that that'll help him. And I tell him in the letter, I'm like, maybe these don't apply to you, bro, or you need them right at this second, you know what I'm saying? But use this as like tools for you to give it to somebody as well, not just you.
Yeah.
Maybe you got, you know what I'm saying, a partner that's low, you know what I'm saying, and is thinking about giving up or whatever the fuck, and you can feed them this line or, you know what I'm saying, this Bible verse or whatever the fuck, or talk to them and give them some motivation, give them a little something, you know what I'm saying,
That's good, yeah.
So I'm just giving it to him. If he wants it, he needs it, he has it right there. If he wants it and needs it to use it, then he has it right there, you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just all positivity and shit when I'm writing them. But Yeah, asshole. Right.
Yeah. Douche.
Just a line. Something.
Shit. Drop a line. Drop something. Shit. Drop a turd for us. God damn it.
This motherfucker act like he been away from us for his whole life or some shit.
Like we don't exist anymore.
This motherfucker.
He said, I'm free. Got away from these motherfuckers.
This bitch never been away from us for more than, I'd say, max 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, a month.
A month. When like in the summertime. But yeah. That's it.
And then he's surrounded by family.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not like he's ever away. He's just away from us, but he's still around the people who raised me, at least. You know what I'm saying? When he was going with my grandma and shit, like, or my mom. Yeah. Like, so he's never really been without family, and that's what worries me. You know what I'm saying? That he, I just want to know that he's okay mentally being without us. Like, it's fine. It's fine if he is, and I'm happy if he is. You know what I'm saying? But I know that he has not been without us. And so I hope the not knowing is what, you know, kind of fucks with me.
Yeah, I think both of us. But I'm hoping that he took that page out of my book, that I can go into complete solitude and come out stronger.
That's retardation and years of pain.
But I can, you can throw me in any situation, in a room full of people I don't know, and I'm gonna be okay. So hopefully he took that page out of my book, and he is doing great. Maybe he's fucking leading, and that's taking up more of his time than we know of, you know, or whatever. Like, who fucking knows? Or but he's just in that zone.
That's the point, though.
Yeah,
that's the point of the letter.
Yeah,
I'm excelling here, or this fucking sucks, but I'm pushing through.
And I hold on to those words that like, he said, don't worry, I'm good, I'm focused. Or just know that I'm focused. All right. So that's what I'm holding on to, is he's good.
Yeah.
That's what my son said. That's what I'm going to believe, and he's good. Like, I know he's good. But, yeah. So it's just, I want to hear him say it again. Just want to say it again. But, I hear you. I will shut up about it.
I'm not, see, this is why I didn't even want to say anything
about the extra stuff. About the
that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't even want to say nothing about it, because that's your venting.
I mean, yeah, but like,
so who am I to stop you from venting? But at the same time, it's like driving me fucking bananas, because now it's making me think.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But I was blessed. I was telling Jerry this. Like, I was like, man, everybody I talk to, pretty much like that in my circle, they're guys aside from Claudia, right? You, my brother, my dad, 3 men that are telling me how I'm supposed to feel. And I was like, y'all are all dads. You're not a mom. Like, you don't, like what we were talking about, you know, like it's a little different for a mom. And
how am I telling you how you feel?
Not how to feel, but like, you know, I gotta learn how to let them go, and, you know, stop worrying so much, and just y'all all say kind of that, but in different words. But y'all are all seeing it what?
I don't remember saying that, but go ahead.
But y'all are all seeing it from a dad's perspective, not a mom's perspective. And
stop it. Get some help.
Shut up, Mimo.
So anyways, but I wouldn't even say I was praying about it, I was just thinking about it. But one of the ladies at my job that I just started talking to or whatever, her son went to the Navy. And so she experienced, you know, having one of her children off, you know, in boot camp and yada, yada. He's already out of boot camp and all that jazz now, but she experienced it. And so now I get to talk to her, and we have like the mom's perspective to kind of share. And she's, you know, she gives me encouraging words and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to have another mom to talk to. I don't know.
Yeah. And then you wonder why I can be put in any room and just be blah, blah, blah by myself. I can't. Because like, look how you were raised.
By a bunch of guys. Shut up, don't cry. Wipe that shit off your face.
There you go.
Emotions? What are those? I don't know. Bottle them up and put them to the side.
I mean, so like, I don't know. It's a yin and yang, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like something to be proud of, but then it's not. Yeah. Something to be proud of.
It is,
you know
not something to be proud of at all.
Because, you know, I mean, we've dealt with this since we've been together, you know what I mean?
Almost 21 years.
You're fucking shut off. I want to talk about this shit. Because I'd rather get it out the way, because it's going to fuck with me if I don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you rather just be an old school Mexican and just like not talk about shit and just keep going. And nah, I've seen what that does, and I don't like that, you know, so.
I'm still a happy person, though.
Anyways.
All right. Well, so,
Ish.
yeah. So I watched the Painkiller show, talking about numbing yourself.
Yeah, bro. Hey.
Is that a good segue? No.
Bro, I don't know. I wanted to go live under the bridge too. Bro, the way they talk about the Oxycontin shit is like
Makes you want to try it.
fire. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it makes you feel, like I'm trying to get me a couple of those.
That's like cloud 11, the way they make it sound. It's not cloud 9. Like you up there.
Hell yeah. That sounds like the perfect drug.
It's crazy.
But they say that's what heroin feels like too.
I don't know. I wouldn't know about. I don't.
Because you know that it's basically legal heroin.
Yeah.
So while I was talking about shooting it in my vein, apparently Big Pharma been prescribing this shit for years and getting away with this shit.
Making commercials, passing out little fluffy pillows and stuff.
Yeah. They called that shit trailer park heroin.
Yep. That's man.
Giving kickbacks to doctors to prescribe shit. We've spoke about this shit before. This is the shit that I be talking about with, I don't trust fucking doctors, bro. Yeah. Especially when they're pushing meds. Because the first time, a couple times that, especially when I went, all they want to do is, here, take these.
Yeah.
You should take these and then here, you might not even need these, but take these in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, why are you prescribing me this shit that you don't think that I need, but I might need it in case of emergency?
He wants that check. I think it was Dana White that said, "I'll never go see another doctor again unless he broke a bone or something like that." He was like, "Because all they are is medication. Like they just prescribe meds. That's it."
Because he was trying to lose weight for a long time, and then he went and seen boy, and basically he's on keto, basically, and that's how he lost all the weight. But forever, they kept just trying to prescribe him medicine and like just not addressing the fucking shit.
Yeah.
And there was more into it than just him eating. There was different shit. I can't.
Supplements, vitamins, I'm sure, something
but,
like that.
So, but these doctors, bro, like they're like legal street pharmacists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're the drug dealers.
They just want to whip out that
and
little.
Big Pharma is the kingpin.
Yeah.
They're the
street mafia.
Sinaloa. They're the fucking Zetas. They're the cartel.
Yeah.
And they got free reign because they pay the government off. So, like, you think Mexico is bad.
So hold on,
they're just doing it in a buttoned up version.
Would that make the pharmacies that you go and pick it up from?
Yeah, dope house. That's the dope house.
That's the trap house.
And you can pick up some Cheetos and some milk and eggs, like, and get your fucking film developed. You feel me? Pick up a magazine, get you some smokes.
Yeah.
Maybe some hair dye. You know what I mean? All that shit.
Some fuzzy socks.
If it's like whatever season it is, you can get you like some, Halloween candy or Valentine's Day.
Some Vicks. Oh, I think I was just going way too far back. No.
Anything you need, one stop dope house shop. You know what I'm saying? Like they got, bro. They put crack dealers to shame.
But no, in that show though, it was crazy because they were showing how even doctors were saying that, oh well, we took X-rays of them having this broken bone or this, and that's why we prescribed them these pain meds. And then they go there and do the investigation, and their X-ray machine was like in a coat closet, like collecting dust, wasn't even being used.
So, guys, if you haven't seen this Painkiller show, go check it out. It's on Netflix. I think it's like 6 or 8 episodes or something like that. It's not very long, but it's very well shot. It's good. It keeps you entertained. It keeps you engaged in it, and it shows it from like all aspects of what's going on without dragging it out too long. It really does get in depth with each thing, but it's like so fast and on to the next thing, on to the next. It's constantly switching up while telling the story. Yeah, that's what I thought was dope about it. It was very well written and put together, I thought.
I did too, because they give you the doctor's perspective.
You get sucked in.
They give you the patient's perspective. They give you the family's perspective. Like you get it from all angles, and it was pretty cool. Even the investigator's perspective and how it affected her. Like, it was It was pretty cool. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much. I thought it was gonna be more of a documentary type of thing, which it kind of is, but with a good storyline.
You know, when you hear about the people that get hooked on drugs or whatever, and then they have a hard time even like realizing that they're even in a situation, and then once they, I guess like something happens and they tap in and they can understand like, oh fuck, I am addicted. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I sold the fucking TV and the microwave.
Yeah.
I'm fucking addicted, you know what I'm saying? And then they go get help. And then they're cool for a second. And then they're not cool again, you know what I'm saying? Just out the blue, they're back on shit. And then back and forth, bro, like to watch that nigga go from like being the man to like, you know, I don't want to give away too much because I want y'all to watch that shit, but bro, that shit made me sick to my fucking stomach.
Yeah. And they say once an addict,
Like
always
that-
an addict. And it's fucked up because it wasn't even his fault.
Yeah.
It wasn't even his. He was trusting his doctor. Yeah. That's what makes it even more.
I mean, the whole shit in general wasn't even his fault.
Mm-hmm.
He was
yeah.
he was a, you know what I'm saying, productive member of society, you know what I'm saying, had his own business, family business.
And then bam.
Yeah. And one little fuck up, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, I don't want to give away the story, but check it out, man. Painkillers is literally a dope show. But it gives you an insight to like, you know, the shit that the government gets away with doing.
Yeah.
The government gets away with allowing these motherfuckers to operate in certain areas of the law and do certain things without getting in trouble. And actually, because of this show, they rescinded a verdict. So they were only going to have to pay like some kind of fee or whatever the fuck, like a small fee over so many years
Like
or whatever
30
the
years,
fuck. And then because of this show, they rescinded that shit, and now they're getting actually prosecuted for it.
Nice.
Not that probably anything will happen, because this is why I say it's like they are the cartel, because they're paying off government officials. This is the shit that really pisses me off about America. And then like there's so much things going on in life and things to learn that as you're growing up, trying to eventually be what all you can be at the top of, you know what I'm saying, 25 or so, you know what I'm saying? When you hit about 25 or so, that you don't even really pay attention to this shit. A lot of young people don't even pay attention to politics, or they know about it because they learn it in school. It's not really interesting. It really don't make a fuck to you until you're a certain age, because now it's affecting your bottom line, the decisions that they make. And then you start digging and digging and digging and digging and digging and digging. And this rabbit hole is endless.
Well, and for some people, though, it's like digging in sand. Because then they'll get overwhelmed. And they're like, nah, whatever. They just walk away. And they just bury their head in the sand.
Who the fuck does that?
A lot of people.
I don't know. And so just me digging and digging and digging and like finding different things, I'm like, bro, like, how in the fuck? It's overwhelming. It really is. And then to think about, and I can see this now, why you would bury your head in the sand, because like you feel hopeless, because what the fuck really can one person do?
Yeah.
And shit, you know, I'm not blind. I know how many people watch this shit or listen to this shit, and I know how many people, you know, that I could still tell about this shit. But what the fuck? Let's just say the 140 whatever subscribers that we got on the YouTube, like every single one of them know about this shit, and 140 of us stand up and take a stance at this shit. That's still just like not even a drop in the bucket. You feel what I'm saying? But all they do is take this bread, give it to these lawmakers. They pass laws that give them reign They slide it into this big ass book of fucking laws that they're trying to pass, and they're running with one or two things on top of that shit that says, oh, we're going to pass this bill that says blah, 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 and it's helping so many people and blah, blah, blah.
Just don't read the rest.
And then they pass it through. Well, there's no time to read it. Who the fuck has time to read a fucking 5,000 page whatever the bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even believe that they have time to read that shit.
They don't. But they're supposed to have a team of people where they break it up, where everybody reads a portion of it, and then they like come back with feedback on the portion that they read.
But then it doesn't even matter because it's like, oh, you got pushback? Well, check this out. Here's this 20 grand. Make them say yes. You know what I mean?
Or like what they did. They sweet talked the one guy and ultimately took him into a back room and made it where he couldn't not pass the what did they need? The wasn't a bill in the painkiller show. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's I don't know, it's crazy, bro. But you know, you get to even down to shit like terms. How long you could be in said office, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, if you were allowed to be in power for, like, I don't know, 50 years.
That's too long.
You're bound to be corrupted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're bound to be corrupted or forced into corruption by those who have been in there 50 years prior to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then the cycle just goes on and on and on and on. But there's so many things like within the politics realm of shit. It's like once you start dipping into that shit, you're like, fuck. And then it doesn't help that there's people that are so hurt across America about, you know, whatever they care about in their life and shit like that, that they'll pick a side. When now, like I said, I don't trust the Vivek Ramaswamy dude. I don't trust him. He sounds like a slick talking politician. Yep. He sounds like Obama to me with like Trump talking points. You know what I'm saying? But he is saying the right shit. He's saying the exact right shit if you pay attention to the shit that he's saying and not the I know a pimp when I see a pimp. And I know when I'm trying to get pimped. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like somebody trying to pimp me. So, but if you listen to the shit that he's saying and the shit that supposedly he wants to do or whatever the fuck, it's all the right shit. Like, you know, looking into the J. Edgar Hoover who started the fucking FBI and, you know what I'm saying, why he started the FBI and, you know what I'm saying, the things that they did in the beginning, like, you'll understand why that they shouldn't exist. Yeah. And, you know, the CIA and, you know, the intelligence is cool, but it's like, bro, like it's a steep
It
hill.
is, because you want to stand here and be like, well, respect my privacy and don't invade my home. But then if you got a house that has people that are building things that go boom, you know what I mean? Like, how else are you going to know that if you can't tap in? And, you know, so it's a very slippery slope. It's like, okay, don't tap into my house, but tap into their houses. But how do you know who's doing that and who's not doing that without invading privacies? I don't know.
But same shit. Like, I posted that phone in the group.
Yeah.
And I thought more people would be like, hell yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, I'll just stay with this, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to end up selling that shit anyway.
Well, it's kind of like DuckDuckGo.
Because it's like you can't trust anybody nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
The DuckDuckGo search engine says that they don't track whatever you're Googling, but it's not Google, it's DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to get spammed and all that jazz, but I've never used it. I don't know if you use it, but
I do use it.
Yeah. I've never used it.
When I'm looking up shit that I don't think I should be looking up on Google. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need Zuckerberg to know you're looking at it.
Nah, just like, I don't know. I'm probably already on somebody's list any goddamn way, but I mean,
because your name's Osama.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. There's so much to be said about it. It's even hard to talk about it because if you're not knowledgeable on it, it's kind of, you start getting called a fucking conspiracy theorist and all type of shit. Like, oh, you're Alex Jones. But if you really listen to Alex Jones, like, here in the recent, I mean, he does say some outlandish shit, and some of the shit that he does is really for entertainment. You got to remember, he is like an entertainer as well as a information giver. You have to do some shit to get some, like, because if I just sat here this whole time and just told you guys about what we did in the shit house, then maybe then you would still like me. No, you wouldn't fucking like me. Now, you like that when somebody does some outlandish shit, says some crazy shit, right? So he does say that shit. Sometimes he does go too far, but a lot of the things that he has came out with have been proven right within the last like 5-10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah,
it's so like you always got to see that there's a little bit of truth in everything, right? Like, I mean, even when you watch the news, there's a little bit of truth in there. I don't believe them all the way, and nobody should. You should always go do your own research. But
yeah, it'll spark the
interest,
right? It'll spark the Google search, how I like to do it. Because I'm gonna listen to the shit and I'm gonna be like, that's bullshit, or I'm gonna say like, hell yeah. But even if I say hell yeah, or like I agree with what the fuck's going on, I'm still gonna go search it.
Are they really doing that?
Right.
Is that really gonna happen? Are you just bullshitting?
Right. Because I want to make sure that you ain't just lying to me. You feel me? Because, I mean, everybody done seen the fucking clip where they compiled the clips of, like, each news platform, station or whatever is saying the exact same script at the exact same time. And they just, word for word this shit. Same speed and everything. So if you don't believe that... like the propaganda, the brainwashing and shit exists, like how they used to do in like Nazi Germany and shit like that. Like they're doing that shit to us right now. Like,
well, even cigarettes, the way they got people to smoke a lot of cigarettes was from propaganda, and they were making it seem super cool. And they were like, I don't know, that got more people to smoke. Oh, if you want to be in top class or high class, you got to smoke cigarettes and have the little fancy little thing to hold the cigarette.
Man, even when they smoke cigarettes in movies and shows and shit, that shit looks so cool.
It's glamorous, and that's propaganda at its finest.
That shit look cool as fuck. I'll be like, damn, I wish I could be that cool smoking a cigarette. Yeah. And then you smoke an actual cigarette in real life, and you're like, this is disgusting, bro.
Yeah. I want one now.
So gross.
I need the fancy little thingy, the holder thing. Yeah. How the women used to be like. No? Okay. Or the cool little cigarette.
Yeah, maybe it'll make your fucking hands not stink. I don't know. I just never liked the smell. Maybe if they made cigarettes smell like something else, but taste the same.
Like a Black Mile? I like some Black Miles. Like the flavored ones.
That's you ghetto. You're low class.
No, I'm saying make cigarettes like a Black Mile.
You're ratchet.
How? You what?
You're low class.
How am I low class?
You just smoke a Black Mile?
You would smoke them and I would smell them.
I'm a man.
I said...
I am a man.
How do you not understand the words that just came out of my mouth?
Why are you smoking Black Mile?
I didn't say I was smoking Black Mile.
What the?
You said if only they made cigarettes that didn't stink like that. I said made cigarettes that smelled like Black Miles.
No, I still don't like the way Black Mile smell. Like, I mean, I like the way it smelled, but not on me.
Yeah. Yeah, the after smell is horrible. But
yeah.
Even while you're smoking them, cigarettes though, they stink. They do. That's not why I smoke them. Anyway, but I was gonna say a second ago, talking about the propaganda and the news and how do you trust it? What about this book that came out? About the Maui fires or whatever. Is it an actual book? Like, I mean, it looked like an actual book. I didn't click on the
selling the shit on Amazon. I don't see why.
Yeah,
not.
I didn't click on the link to see if it was like how many pages were in it or whatever. But apparently, it was written before the fire even ended. Or was published before the fire was even ended.
Yeah, I didn't do too much research on it.
Sketchy.
I just like went and looked to see if the shit actually exists, but because it came from like a TikTok, right? Like,
yeah.
And so I just went and looked and see like this shit exists. It does exist. Like it's a thing.
It's pretty sketchy. It's pretty sketchy. Like
that shit came out like what They said 3 days before the actual fires happened or whatever the fuck.
Well, the fire was like from this day to this day. It was like a 3-day span that the fires happened, and the book came out like on the second day.
There it goes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And so, like,
Like, it's not even over.
Yeah, how do you write? Like, yeah.
You don't even have the ending.
You don't even got the ending. Yeah, they just put an intro out. ... At the end.
We'll come back with it.
To be continued.
Yeah. No, like what?
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You left off with the
Yeah, for fucking 3 episodes. And shit.
But I don't know. That one's kind of weird. I wonder. I don't want to spend my money on that book because I feel like you're feeding into somebody's
agenda.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm not doing that.
And see, like that's an endless conversation in itself as well. Who was shit? I forget what happened. I think I don't want to quote the wrong one, but I want to say it was like I don't want to say it. Somewhere in the United States, either I can't remember exactly. Either it was about the Cali homeless shit, or it was like or the West Coast homeless shit, because you can put Portland and all that shit, or it was some kind of disaster. But some people were getting $700 a week payments, like to live, like consistently, and then you're only giving these Maui people, which there's like
homeless in San Francisco.
See,
$620.
That's what I'm saying. And then you're giving these fucking
one-time payment of
$700, and you want a fucking pat on the back. You said that shit with your holding your nuts like you're doing something.
And the same day,
we're taking care of them,
sending billions of dollars to a different country. Like, no, let's take care of our home first.
That's the shit we was talking about too, like taxes, bruh. Again, I don't know how many times I keep bringing this shit up on this fucking podcast. Taxes. Like, so many fucking taxes. And then the insurance shit. Like,
yeah,
bro, you get such a small margin of your fucking actual money to buy things and survive. Like, it's crazy. You have to have insurance on your fucking cell phone, your car, your fucking house, life insurance, health insurance. Like, after you pay all these insurances, it's like, how much of your actual bread are you actually getting for the whole year? Yeah, you may make $100,000 a year, but how much of that $100,000 are you actually spending on? You know what I mean? You're probably halving that shit with the insurance, and then getting taxed like whatever
on
percentage. You know what I mean?
Not only out of your check and all that jazz, but also when you go to the
store. Well, maybe if you even marginalize it, even like half goes like insurance and taxes and all that other shit bunched in. That's about half of your fucking bread, and then you got to buy shit, and then you got to survive, and then your house payment, you know what I'm saying, and then your car payment, you know what I'm saying. So you're still payment, and then like you're paying taxes on those payments.
Yep.
After you paid taxes on your actual
check
money that you've earned, you have to turn around and then pay taxes on goods that you buy. Mm-hmm. And then if you're lucky, we'll give you some of that back.
Yeah, but you got to prove it to us that we need to give it back to you. Yeah,
this shit is so fucked up, bro. Like, it's so fucked up, and I've seen more and more people coming out talking about this shit, but it's still not enough. And then you got the people with the head in the sand that are like, what's even the point, bro? Like, I can talk about it until my face turns blue, but ain't nobody gonna do nothing. But if we come again. United we stand, divided we fall. They've been putting it in your face your entire life, and nobody lives by that shit.
Yep.
We the people. This is how this shit started.
Mm-hmm. But it's also like that stain on the wall that's been there for so long, you don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
It's been in your face for so long, people just kind of look over it, and they don't even appreciate what that even means anymore.
If we all just said, fuck this, we ain't paying taxes no more,
it'd crumble.
It would, bro. I don't pay taxes for these motherfuckers to send this shit. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine, my nigga. Yeah. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the people in Ukraine and shout to the people in Russia, because there's people dying on both sides. And who the fuck knows who's the bad guy? You know what I'm saying? Because, they paint Putin as one thing, but what have you really seen Putin do?
Yeah.
What has he done? Did he drop a nuke on anybody?
Nope.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
And I seen it. I want to say it was a TikTok on it, but it was saying how I guess I don't know. I don't watch the news, but they were like they're not reporting on it anymore. Like if you watch the news, apparently the news isn't really reporting on the Ukraine situation. It's like, well, things must not be going very well for Ukraine because they're not posting. But we're steadily sending money. But now it's coming out that there's billions of dollars missing that they cannot account for. And so now it's starting to be scrutinized, which good because they should account for every dollar, and that should be public record. We should know where our money is.
This
going.
is our bread.
Yeah.
And you just out here playing like a big ass game of Monopoly, willy nilly with my shit around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That I don't fucking approve. And I would go out on a limb to say
most people don't.
Majority of America, real people. I'm not talking about the people that you see 1 and 2s here on the fucking on your news channel and shit like that they're interviewing, and they're regular people and they're saying like, oh, waving the Ukraine flag. Fuck that. Yeah. I ain't met not a one fucking person in real life that got a Ukraine flag hanging on their shit. Not a one.
Or that agrees.
Have you drive around our neighborhood and seen a Ukraine flag outside somebody's house?
Not one.
Not one.
Not even in front of a business, I don't think.
They changed their fucking Facebook shit to Ukraine or, you know what I'm saying, LGBT, whatever the fuck. Like, bro, like, we have so much shit going on here. Fuck sending money over there.
Yeah.
How about you start taking care of these vets and shit that's fucked up from the last war that you had, my nigga? How about you start taking care of, you know what I'm saying, just fucked up shit here? Like, so how about you take those fucking taxes that we put in and all that other shit and fix the fucking grid, the electrical infrastructure, and take it out the hands of a fucking private company so they ain't fucking banging us over the head every time it gets fucking hot around here or cold around here that we use up more electricity. Just another mob, sect of the mob and shit like that. Why you think that they didn't want the fucking mob around? Because they wanted to do, I've said this before. I'm just repeating myself all the time. People got to wake up and start seeing this shit, bro. Like, we're being used. We're so happy that slavery don't exist no more, but it does.
Just in a different form, without change.
Just like Pimp C said, pimping ain't dead, it just went to the internet.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then years later, OnlyFans is here. Years later, Backpage is here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it went off of the street corner and a fucking a pimp having to be, walk the stroll and shit and be parked outside and making sure the bitch ain't getting fucked up or no shit to.
Now she pimping herself.
Yeah, the dude hitting them up online and whoop. And if she just so happened to need the dude, he gonna be around to, you know what I'm saying, manage the bread and make sure she don't get killed or no shit. But this is they're the mob, bro. They're the mob. How do people not see this shit? But back to the Vivek Ramaswamy, whatever the fuck, Ramaswamy dude. I don't
think he said a swap meet.
Ramaswamy. No, he has a fucking, if you know what Jimmy Neutron looks like, that he looks like Jimmy Neutron because he got the Jimmy Neutron hairdo and big ass forehead and shit. Anyways, but like I said, he's saying all the right shit, and he keeps saying like, yeah, I'm a Republican, but the Republicans are doing some fucked off shit, and these Democrats are doing some fucked off shit, and they're doing the fucked off shit, and I think they're doing it together.
Yeah.
He's saying that shit. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that these motherfuckers are coercing behind the scenes to keep us fighting, and they're working together behind the scenes to exact their whatever plan.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that shit. No politician is saying that shit, but he's saying that shit. And like, so a lot of his shit that he says, I kind of agree with and fuck with. And like, trust me, anybody in life that you agree with 100% all the fucking time, you should probably not be around them because they're probably lying to you. Because you don't like. I couldn't name a person that I'm around that I agree with 100% of the time. And I'm worried, like, what in the fuck are you trying to do? If I agree with you 100% of the time, or you agree with me 100% of the time. I'm like, you a dick rider. I don't want dick riders around. Like nah, I'm cool.
And why do you get mad at me when I don't agree with you?
Because, like, it takes time to fucking argue with you, and maybe this is some things that I've been already fucking told you, like, a bunch of times, and you're still being fucking hard-headed, and I've proven facts. You know what I'm
not hard-headed.
Here we go. Making it about you again. This is Carmen Show. Welcome back, guys. Shut up, Mimo. I'm just kidding. But
if I was to stop talking, then you would just be talking to yourself.
I could do it. I already did it. You seen last show.
And it was hard for you.
But I still did it, and I did it good. Did you listen?
Not yet.
Oh, wow. Wow. It be your own people. That's crazy.
I was like, I mean, technically, though, I was in the room when you were doing it. Like, I was over there.
You got like the last 15 minutes, maybe.
Oh.
I was trying to have it done before you got home, but anyways, I don't think a lot of people listen, to be fair, because nobody hit me up about the shit.
Wow.
So.
Man, y'all are some sorry asses. I tell you what.
It is what it is. But,
shitting
so,
shitting.
I don't know, man. A lot of people need to open up their minds, get out their feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Use reasonable judgment, judge a character.
Thought processes,
yeah. Get out your heart, start using your mind.
Get out your phone. I mean, cool if you're going to use it to Google or whatever, but, like, get off TikTok for a little bit. Get off of Facebook and all that stuff, that garbage, and you know, look into some real life stuff, things that are actually going to affect you and your kids if you have kids.
Yeah, nobody, I mean, you know, I'm not shading on anybody because there's only so much that you can learn, like, on your own. Like, a lot of the shit that I know, like, people are like, hey, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll go search it. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I do it in turn, too. Hey, what you think about this? Or check this out. Or, you know, whatever. So it's all about, like community and pushing it around and keep helping everybody stay informed. This is the most, you know, information age, and we know the least.
Yeah, no nothing.
A lot of people don't know shit.
Everybody knows everything, but doesn't know shit.
Was it that thing about writing in cursive?
What do you mean? They didn't teach it because that way you couldn't read the. Oh.
No, there was something like somebody had asked, like, I don't know, it was like a TikTok or whatever.
I know. I've been watching this father-daughter TikTok series thing or whatever, and he's like showing her all of the like shit we grew up with, and he asked his listeners, he was like, "Hey, I want anybody write in cursive, in all cursive, and write it to her and tell her to do something," and she was struggling to read the letters that were in cursive. She was like, it's 2 O's, and he's like, 2 O's. He's like, he's like, that's of. It's an O and an F. She's like, it looks like 2 O's. Like, she was struggling to read it because they didn't teach it. They don't teach it in school anymore.
Honestly, whenever I was learning cursive, I was like, why in the fuck are we learning this? Like, this seems like counterintuitive. Like, this shit don't seem like a higher level of writing. This seems like a dumbass level of writing. To make everything connected, like,
Yeah.
like.
I started thinking about it, though. I don't write in all cursive, but I do kind of do like a half-ass
First letter.
cursive and regular writing, whatever. But
You got Spanglish right?
basically. But I was like, when I saw that TikTok, I was like, oh, fuck. What if Dummy Boy can't read my letters?
You been writing in cursive?
It's not all cursive, but
Damn, this nigga trying to figure it out. He's like, fuck, my mom's Chinese.
Like, I'm going to get in trouble. They think she's trying to
my
write
mom's
me
a communist.
But, so I've been, I'm like, I need to try to write more, like, print. So hopefully he's able to read my letters. That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious. But, anyhow. Yeah.
What else we got?
I wanted to talk about one of these topics, but I didn't do enough research. Russell Frank, apparently they're a Mormon family, and they had umpteen kids in their house, and the little boy who was like, I think 5 to 7 years old, he got loose, runs to the neighbor's house, asks them, for help. They call the police, because his 911 call got released. That's why this even came up on my radar. But anyway, the little boy's arms clearly showed he had been duct taped or tied down. Yeah, so they're now investigating this family. And one of the oldest kids, I guess, had already moved out and was telling the cops, like, you really need to go and pay a visit to that house. You really should look into the way they're raising their kids. But it's not a done deal yet. So I will revisit this on the next pod and have, hopefully, updates.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But apparently the mom's pretty fucked up. Like, yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. It's just beginning, so there's not a lot of detail out.
I was watching this debate between Christians and Muslims on the PBD podcast, and they're like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, I can get both sides. I can get what both sides are saying, but basically, like, the Christian side was saying, like, you have to be more progressive, and everything that was written back then was, it's not meant for today's times and shit like that. And the Muslim standpoint is, like, the book is the law.
The law is the law, yeah.
Yeah, the law is the law, and the law don't change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so they're like...
There's a reason it was written in stone.
They're saying, like, Muhammad said, and I could be saying this wrong, so forgive me if I'm saying this wrong and you're Muslim, but Muhammad said that... if you change religion, like, so you're not Muslim anymore and you go to, like, be a Christian or, like, Buddhist or atheist or whatever, that they should kill you. You should die. And so, like, basically, if you turn your back on the religion, then you should die. And they were like, do you believe that? Because some of the Christians that were talking were ex-Muslims as well. Mm. And he was like, so do you believe I should be put to death? And he was like, yeah.
Damn.
He's like, under our law, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was like, but you're over here and,
I was trying to Google it to, like, verify what you were saying, and I fell upon some, like, cryptid. I think I should get out of this.
But the Muslim dude was like giving pushback and saying, like, that Jesus said something of the sort as well. Like,
this thing says, a prophet said, whoever swears by a religion other than Islam is, as he said, or whoever commits suicide with something with punishment up to death.
Yeah. But he was saying, like, the Muslim guy was saying, like, in the Bible, it says, like, you can beat your wife and there's slavery and shit like that. He was like, are y'all good with that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I'm not. You're not about to whoop me. You're not going to spank me.
Oh, hey, man.
I mean, unless,
if it's God's will, you know what I mean? Like, gotta exact God's will, you know what I mean? Might have to bat you in your shit real quick.
No. Yeah. It's not happening.
At what point do you feel like the law should be involved in your marriage? Or, in your marriage?
I mean,
because, hold on, this is what I'm saying. Because if there's separation of church and state, and you're married by the church, if I'm following my religion, say I'm Muslim and it says I can beat my wife, if I'm beating my wife's ass and somebody calls the cops or she calls the cops, what should you be able to do if there's separation of church and state?
I think that would be your fight in court. If y'all are both active in that religion and your lawyer fights for you to say, hey,
we just doing religion shit.
Yeah. I think that battle would have to be fought in court. But it's not black and white. But I feel like if somebody reaches out for help, somebody within that house reaches out for help, then, okay, they can come in and do like a welfare check. Get her and him away from me, because it could be him getting beat up too. Get the supposed victim away from the supposed abuser and ask, do you want our help? You are safe right now. You do not have to go back into that situation. But if that person says, I want to go back, then you let them go. Because we all have free will, right? We all get to choose. And if you're choosing to get your ass beat, well, then that's your choice.
Well, then that's why I say, like, mind your fucking business anyway.
Yeah.
In the first place.
But like
why are you there doing the welfare check at all anyway?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If somebody within the house calls, they should come and check. Because that person maybe can't get out of the house. Maybe they are being held against their will. Even though they're married or whatever, maybe he's not allowing her to leave the house and she wants to leave the house. And finally somebody's able to, hey, go check on her. And they get her out the house. And then she says, yeah, I don't want to go back in there. I'm done.
Not that I'm okaying like beating up your wife or no shit like that, but I think back in the day might have been a little better. It was a lot more harsh, but it was more black and white. You do this, you get that. You steal, chop your fucking hand off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, there
wasn't no manipulating the law and getting off and all this other shit.
As loudmouth as I am, and I don't want to use the word hostile, but like I can be very outspoken, right? But like I feel like when it comes to like us, it's yes, you are the man of the house, and yes, I do.
Goddamn right. Stand woman, go make me a fucking sandwich. Okay. This is a shit show, bro. Relax.
Listen. I was trying to give you. I was like, okay, I get the whole.
Oh, what you trying to punk me? Go make me a goddamn sandwich now.
You know where I'm going to put that fucking sandwich?
In my mouth.
No. Well, I mean, maybe forcefully. Where you anyway? Anywho, but no, I get the whole being submissive to a point and all that jazz. But when you're in a good, healthy relationship, you guys can go back and forth. And I heard a really, really good analogy to this. In 300, the movie 300, right before Leonidas kicked old boy into the well, right? Oh, Lord.
This is Sparta!
Yo.
Yeah. So right before he kicks him into the well, what does he do?
Disrespects his wife.
No, not the guy. What did Leonidas do?
Oh, looks to his wife.
And what'd she do?
Like, kick that nigga.
But that one look, people can take it in two different ways. They can say, oh, she really wears the pants. Or this was a perspective that they made me see, was he wasn't looking to her for permission.
Right.
He was looking to her and saying, can you live with me after I do this? Because we're about to go to war.
Yeah, it's for counsel.
Yeah. No, well, and I think just, are you going to love me as your husband? Like, because if she couldn't look him in the eye, that would have hurt him more than to have not kicked him in the eye.
I don't think it was that. I think it's more like I said, the counsel. Like, so.
Just that you got my back, right?
I'm a man. I'm going to be me,
yeah.
Right? I'm going to do these things. I'm about to kick this motherfucker in the hole. And she's like, yeah, you're not wrong. Do that.
Yeah.
Or
she could have been like, nah.
Yeah, don't.
And maybe he still would have kicked him. But,
yeah.
But yeah. But it wasn't a look to her as, do I have your permission? It was just, I felt like it was are you still going to love me if I do this? That's how, you got my back, right? And she's like, do that shit. And he fucking Spartan, like, I don't know. It was just like
I love your interpretation of this shit, I guess.
No?
I don't think so. Bro, we're talking, the Roman era, the fucking,
I know, but they were talking about, people were trying to, talk shit like, oh, she wears the pants, and he was trying to, get her permission, and that's not what it was.
No, but fucking, even in the movie, it's explained. So, people that are talking shit or whatever, that they're ignorant because they probably never even watched the goddamn movie, but because they're explaining in the movie only Spartan women are strong enough to stand with Spartan men. You know what I'm saying? And they're kind of shoulder to shoulder type shit.
They have to also help raise those men, and so I feel like I'm a Spartan mom right now. My son is off to me. He's out in the wilderness.
That boy out there. You know what I'm saying?
He will have to spend 3 days going up that fucking mountain. So.
That boy out there with the fucking wolves in the cold, you know what I'm talking about?
But anyway, yeah. No, I think women, they went and listened to men about, oh, you need more independence. You should have the right to work. Like, it was almost like they were in their ear whispering, like,
Who the fuck?
you want to do this. You
what
wanna do
men were
this.
telling
I'm just
them
saying,
that?
this is how I see it going down, like, in the 70s, or what was it, 50s?
You're
50s?
wilding. I don't think that. I think that the women were.
I think the men wanted to collect more taxes. And men were the ones that ran the government. And I think they wanted more taxes. And the women went to work, they could collect more taxes. So you should go to work too, so that way we can get more taxes, because both of you are working, both of you are getting a paycheck, now I can get more taxes. And they were like, yeah, we should work too. What
a way to put it on a fucking man, you fucking heathen.
No, I'm just saying, these women, listen.
No, because if it wasn't for y'all, we would not be even wearing clothes, so fuck off.
Take your clothes off. Go ahead. But listen, if they wouldn't have listened to that bullshit, I could be at home making your fucking sandwiches while you go off to work, and I just sit around and do house shit all day. And I don't have to go to work. But no, they want to be, I'm independent.
No, see, you're blaming it on them putting that shit in your mind.
It is them.
You're blaming it on them putting shit in women's mind. But if in that time you are the same you, you would have these ideas any fucking way. Well, why can't I? I want to do this. You would probably just get your ass beat all the time.
Probably.
Yeah. Or be the ugly woman that nobody wants.
That's what I am. That's what I am. That's exactly what I am. I'm the ugly woman that you don't even like me.
All right, guys, that's been another episode of the Porta Poddy Podcast, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you listened, if you tapped in, you know what I'm saying, go and give us a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all
5
that
stars.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if this is going on YouTube. I'm just going to, because it's audio only, this one as well. So
I can still get the 5 stars
Spotify,
on.
make sure you get the 5 stars and all that shit. And, we're going to flush them down, man. We catch y'all on the next one.
Oh, wait. Wow. Yeah. I was like, how does he do it? I'm all, ow. Well,